A little while ago we put this fence around the veg garden and honestly it has worked wonders. The chooks love to free range but they also absolutely destroy seedlings, so this has been our saving grace. And these are the cheeky girls that we're trying to keep out. They look innocent, but trust me, they're not. So my parents and my uncle often come and spend a day in the garden with us doing bits and pieces, but today they came with a mission to build a fence around our flower garden. The chooks will still have plenty of space to roam, rummaging through leaves and scratching around the yard, just not in my flowers anymore. I love these days so much, and we always start with morning tea. Mum brings bakery goodies, I bake a few sweetie treaties, and we sit down and chat and have cuppas and coffees before getting into it. There are lots of cups of tea and sometimes the occasional gin cocktail sneaks in too, and then the real work begins.
It's work, hard work, but we enjoy it.
Well look, that's might be hard work but we're loving it, and you see the result from it as well, which is really cool.
Chooks are out.
Yeah. Long may the chooks run.
My uncle sourced all the wood and the chicken wire and even grabbed staples from Temu for the job. He stained everything beforehand too. And my dad worked on the gate while the rest of us held, stapled, measured and figured it out as we went. It's such a team effort and I feel really lucky to have them.
Job's done. Time for lunch. Okay? Good stuff. Woohoo!
My uncle even brought this gorgeous little sign for the fence which just finishes it off perfectly. We wandered around once it was done admiring our handiwork, and it feels solid, sturdy and most importantly very chook proof. Sometimes the simplest projects bring the biggest satisfaction. The flowers had a hard time competing with curious beaks and scratching feet, so this really feels like we're giving them a fair chance. After everyone had headed home, I went out to gather some produce from the garden, and there's something so grinding about picking your own food at the end of a full day. There is something satisfying about parting the leaves and spotting a zucchini you didn't notice yesterday, or brushing the soil back to find potatoes quietly doing their thing underneath. And the best part, no tiny beak marks. The potatoes weren't perfect, a few scabs here and there, but there's real garden produce. I peeled off the rough bits, tossed them in oil, salt, pepper and mixed herbs, and then popped them into the air fryer. Then onto the zucchini fritters. I grated zucchini, salted it and let it sit for about 5 minutes before squeezing out all the extra moisture, and it's so surprising how much moisture does come out. Then I mixed it with an egg, some grated cheese, half a cup of flour and some salt and pepper. This is a recipe I got off the internet from Recipe Tin Eats, and I've made it before and absolutely love it. And it's great finding recipes that use zucchini, because when you grow zucchini you end up with a lot, and it's so nice finding different ways to use it. I fried up the zucchini fritters in oil and butter, flipping them once they were golden brown and crispy on the outside, and put them into the oven just to keep them crispy for serving. I chopped up the fresh cucumber and tomato straight from the garden too. And this was dinner: potatoes from the garden, zucchini fritters, fresh tomato and cucumber, and some leftover bread Mum brought earlier. So simple, so fresh. It really feels like the pinnacle of summer harvest, even though this growing season hasn't been the easiest. Tonight I'm feeling really grateful for family, for food grown at home, for slow days that turn into beautiful memories, and for fences that keep the chooks out of my flowers.